What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Minute Channel. And today we are having another Sunday weekly news. We do this every single Sunday, obviously, as I said, a Sunday weekly news. And today we're just gonna talk about some video game stuff, some anime stuff, some stuff that has gone in general, and an update on some news. So first of all, as a reminder, kind of a brief story, we do have Persona 5 Scramble, subtitles to it, the Phantom Strikers. Now it looks like we're gonna have a lot of information revealed in October 24th. We talked about this before. I want to give you the times for the Eastern and so on. So Eastern time is gonna be 5 in the morning. So keep an eye on for that. I'll definitely be streaming this, so I'll keep you guys updated on this. Record as much as I can of it and talk about it. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna get some more information on that, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. But speaking of updates, we're gonna be talking about an update for a game that we talked about yesterday, and that will be the issue with Nintendo Atlas and I guess the Tokyo Mirage sessions. So if you don't know what happened, basically, just to give you the short version of it. The rest of the world, including Japan, is going to be enjoying the original Western censored release version of the game now that they're releasing it on the Switch and everything. So this to say a lot of people are upset, not only on the West, but it's also pretty upsetting in Japan itself. It got to the point that Nintendo had to issue an apology for that, and explaining what happened and so on. And it's getting so bad that they're actually having to issue refunds on the pre-orders because, as you may not know, Nintendo actually doesn't issue refunds for pre-orders on the Switch marketplace, whatever it's called, and they are actually having to issue refunds because people are pretty pissed. But the reason why they're pissed, and I think this is something that is important to note, is that they did not mention this when they announced the game, and all the screenshots they had on the website and everything did not show censorship. So I feel like it's a pretty deceptive thing to do, just not say anything until much later, and I'm like, oh, by the way, all the screenshots and pictures that we showed are actually not from the game that we're releasing, but from the original Wii U version of the game, which is pretty shady. I think it's deceptive in all the sense of the world. So I really I mean, it's on them at this point, truly. I do think that the game doesn't deserve the shit for this, because it's a really good game. So if you're interested in picking it up, I say you can still pick it up, and if you have a Wii U, just buy the Wii U version. You're not gonna really miss out on much, I believe. I know there are some small upgrades and that kind of stuff as far as the extra stuff they're adding, but it's not a whole lot. Not to the point where you need to wait for the Switch release or something like that. Anyway, moving into other news, and actually anime news this time, it looks like we are gonna be looking at something pretty cool, and that's that Crunchyroll and Webtoons are gonna be partnering up together to have this producing this new anime. It's pretty cool. If you don't know what Webtoons is basically a free app where people upload webtoons, webcomics, and all of them are really good. I strongly recommend you checking them out. So this is really exciting for anybody that likes comics, anime, Crunchyroll anime, and that kind of stuff. So pretty exciting. I think the only case that I can think of where this actually was pretty cool was they had another anime before, and I don't know if you guys seen this one before, but that's the Noblesse Awakening. You should definitely check it out if you're interested in that. But anyway, I'm pretty excited for this piece of news here. My dad. Anyway, moving into other news, we did have some news regarding Bethesda, and it's really funny because I haven't talked about Bethesda in a long time on my channel, just because they just keep messing up. There's so many stuff that they keep doing that it's just pretty embarrassing at this point. Actually, to be really funny and honest with you, my first video on this channel, once I actually started my official channel, was a Bethesda video about Fallout 76 back in the day when I played Fallout 76 the first time. I thought that it was a pretty shitty game, and I had to talk about it because it was that bad. As a fan, I was really upset about it. So the reason why I'm talking about it is because after all this controversy and everything, Bethesda was like, yeah, we're gonna bring humans back to human NPCs rather, to the game, and it's gonna happen, and it was supposed to happen during this time period, the fall winter 2019, but nope, it looks like they're doing that next year. But worry not, because even though you are not getting human NPCs, they are gonna be bringing a lot more microtransactions into the mix. That is terrible in a sense. They don't have time obviously to make human NPCs, but they have all the time in the world to code new weapons and whatever they're bringing. I don't even care anymore. But they're bringing new stuff to sell in the shop, and a lot of this stuff, from what I hear, is actually stuff that do affect the gameplay, which is one of the biggest promises. Whenever they first announced the game, they're like, no, we're not gonna do any microtransactions that can affect gameplay, and obviously they broke the promise a while ago. But they don't care anymore. They're just doing it and everything. So they announced about it, and I just think it's pretty shitty that they are doing it in general. I don't feel like it's a good game plan. I mean, I think they're already pretty in deep shit already, so it's not necessary, to be frank with you. But moving into my last piece of news, and this is kind of stuff that I've been looking into and excited for and everything, and that is the PS5. So a couple of news happened, and it looks like every time that I make a video, we get new news about PlayStation 5, and it's just so exciting to just see it unfold on news every day and every week. There's a lot of stuff going on. So two of the biggest things that I want to talk about today is one, we had a leak to a supposed picture of the developer kit. We had some schematics that we seen around about what it looks like and everything like that, and some dev was like, yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. We have one of those in the office or whatever, which, by the way, that guy was not heard of again. He deactivated his Twitter, and the tweet was deleted and everything like that. It's crazy stuff. But anyway, so the pictures you're looking at here are actually not the actual pictures. They're just like renditions of it. People are really good at doing that. So the pictures that you're seeing here look pretty cool. Now, the other piece of news that I want to talk about is regarding PlayStation 5 and the leak / rumor of these console being able to play, being backwards compatible with pretty much every system. The PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think 4 is a given, like it needs to happen, but it's really interesting that they're doing a PlayStation 2 and 3 and 1, especially 3, because I know 3 had a different hardware specifications for it, very different from anything out there at the time. So it's pretty interesting that they are probably trying to do something with it. Now, obviously, this is just rumors and leaks and so on, so they're not 100% verified. But I do believe that it's pretty interesting that they're looking into it, at least based on what I hear and everything. It'd be pretty exciting, to be honest. I would like to play some of the PlayStation 2 games that I have, because I have a ton of PlayStation 2 games and PlayStation 1 games too. I would like if all the libraries come together, because I have a ton of games in my PS3, which I would love to play on my PS5. And I have like over 200 games on my PS4, so I really would like to play some of those as well on my PS5. Anyway, that is pretty much all the news for this week. Just not a whole lot of news. Big things or little things, whatever. It's pretty exciting. Just to hear about the PlayStation 5 stuff, Persona 5, the Scramble game. I hope that that looks a lot better than initially. That's my hopes on this. And what do you guys think about any of this news here? Bethesda lying again. Nintendo having to issue refunds because they are being deceptive about it. I don't know. How do you guys think about all these news? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this. If you're new, please consider liking and subscribing. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I'll see you next time.